Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about energy, as I feel like a lot of people throw around words like energy, low vibe, vibrations, frequencies, things like that, which I love because that means that people in the collective are starting to pick up on how to allocate their resources, and the most precious resource, your energy and your time. So what is energy? Energy is a non-physical essence. It's not physical, but we all have it. We are all made up of energy, and oftentimes you'll hear people say everything is energy, and they're right, because everything holds a certain energetic frequency, and when we interact with others, we are experiencing the free flow of energy, the ebb and flow of energy. We give energy, we receive energy, we mirror it, we can transmute it. It's like spiritual alchemy. So when you learn to live your life intentionally and carefully decide where you're going to place that valuable commodity, your energy, life gets a little bit sweeter because you can navigate relationships better. You can pull the lessons from where you need to pull them. You know when to give, you know when to pull back. So let's start with talking about the two basic forms of vibrating in terms of energy. What are vibrations? Vibrations are the belief that all matter in the universe, all matter, my accent, M-A-T-T-E-R, all matter in the universe is made up of energy that vibrates. So think of you and me, for example. We are a body of energy, and what we are doing is we are vibrating on a certain frequency, on a certain energetic frequency. I hope you are with me. Now, there are two main energetic frequencies, love and fear. Think of love as everything that helps us to embrace our higher self. Think of fear as everything that steers us away from our higher self. So examples of living in love, aka living in light, include emotions like happiness, contentment, peace, kindness, loving kindness, patience, support, all of the good stuff. When you are vibrating on fear, you are vibrating on things like hate, jealousy, envy, all of the low vibrational things that don't make us feel good. I think you've gotten the picture. Now, it becomes very, very important in energy work to choose what vibration you are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. When you come to the understanding that all of your manifestations, all of your thoughts, all of your 3D space is created in the mind, you realize really quickly the mental space you need to be in order to manifest your 3D reality. So, oftentimes, people who are able to manifest the realities that they want in this 3D plane have to tap into love and let go of fear-based vibrations. So, if you notice, a lot of people who are spiritualists or even successful people, they try to maintain a positive mental attitude, positive mindsets. They try to eat things that enhance their spirit. They try to surround themselves with people that enhance them, either make them happy, make them feel good. When you start to be very intentional about how you give and receive energy, you'll realize that that becomes really, really important, because you want to maintain a vibration of love to maintain your sanity to manifest your reality. Now let's talk about how we manifest based on the frequencies that we're holding. Whatever you want to manifest on this plane, you start here. You start here. It all starts in the 5D dimension, in your mind, in your spiritual mind, in your consciousness, before it's able to come down here. And I need you to understand that in the same way you can manifest great things, you can also manifest shitty things. So that's why it becomes very, very important for you to vibrate in an energetic space of love so you can attract more of that to you. When you are vibrating on an energetic space of fear, guess what? You're also attracting more fear-based things to you. And those fear-based things come in the form of envious people, fake friends, whatever. Things that we all don't want into our lives. So when you start to master and just figure out how you're moving and how you are exchanging this energetic flow, you need to understand that it basically becomes a priority if you want to manifest a specific thing to hold a vibration, a consistent vibration of love in your life on a daily basis. For example, if I want to manifest the love of my life, but I am living in fear-based emotions like possessiveness, greed, anger, jealousy, I will attract a love of my life, but I will attract someone who is at the same energetic space as me. So chances are I will attract a love of my life that's as toxic as I am. Do you get me? Now we're getting to the good part of energy work. Well, I consider this the good part because this is where you transmute energy. You are dealing with interpersonal relationships, and that's where the soul lessons are. So I love this. And this is something I use in my daily life. So transmuting energy. What is transmuting? Transmuting energy is basically changing the energetic flow at any moment in time. So a great example would be, say you go to the grocery store and the cashier is having a shitty day for whatever reason. And so because she's having a shitty day in her inner world, she is displaying that energy and giving that energy off to you. A perfect scenario to transmute that energy. Which, by the way, if somebody is giving off negative, low vibrational energy, I hope you know that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what's going on in their personal world. So you take yourself out of victimization mode and know that that has nothing to do with you. Back to the story. To transmute that energetic flow, you would not respond to her in the same way she's responding to you, so that you could get more out of that interaction. So if she was supposed to respond to you in an angry way, you transmuting that energy would be you responding to her in a non-aggressive way, in a way that is intentional, with loving kindness, because you see that that's what she needs at that time. Now, with the intention of transmuting the energy and with the intention of giving that person back something that they obviously need in that moment instead of what they deserve, you are then able to change the dynamics of that entire interaction. So what you are now doing is prompting and alerting the cashier that she doesn't have to look at you as an enemy. She doesn't have to respond to you aggressively. That entire interaction, 9 times out of 10, will change because you transmuted a negative situation and you used your positivity and canceled out anything negative that was happening around you in that moment. And that is a very simple example of how you transmute energy. It works wonders. Now, another way we manipulate energy is by mirroring. So sometimes for self-preservation, we need to mirror the energy that someone is giving to us. So, for example, if you are in a dynamic with someone where you felt like you need to chase them, or there's a runner and a chaser dynamic, a very simple way to change that up a bit is by mirroring. So say you are the chaser, you find yourself chasing after someone. Oftentimes, people feel that energetic dynamic even if they can't say it. So even though you are not explicitly known as a chaser and they are not explicitly known as a runner, they feel that. They know this person will come after me. This person will always get me because this is a dynamic that we have. Say though that you flipped that energy and you manipulated it and you started to mirror the same energy that they are giving to you. Now that entire dynamic changes because you are no longer chasing someone and someone is no longer running from you. You are showing them exactly what they're doing, and in doing so, you are kind of highlighting self to that person and changing the entire energetic display of that entire scenario. So that's why you'll hear in twin flames dynamic, in soulmate dynamic, in karmic dynamics sometimes, the entanglement is so deep where both parties are now mirroring each other because possibly one party has gotten tired of running, possibly one party has gotten tired of chasing. So sometimes mirroring can actually be a really, really good help to preserve yourself. What you do when you mirror energy is you force someone to look at themselves. You force someone to look at themselves in the mirror, and sometimes that's exactly what someone needs to get the fuck together. Last but not least, taking on the energy of others. Now, like I said before, we all are made up of energy. We are all vibrating on specific frequencies. Some of us have the ability to empathize more. We take on the feelings of others. We call those empaths. Some are called intuitives, whatever you want to call yourself. But some people are a little bit more sensitive than others, and so they are able to absorb the energy of people around them. Highly sensitive people. Now, if you realize that you are like this, you need to become extremely protective of your space, your energetic field, your mind, all of it. Become very, very protective of yourself, because what's happening is you will start to feel emotions and things that are not yours. So you start to feel bogged down by emotions that are not coming from you. Now, it is a blessing and it is a curse to be able to feel things and to be able to pick up on senses and pick up on emotions and vibes from people very easily. It has its plus sides, it has its downsides. You just need to know what you need to do to protect yourself, given that you are someone who absorbs energy easily. So, for example, somebody like me who is an intuitive and absorbs all of the energy around me, I had to become very, very good at picking up on what is mine and what is not mine, and what I have no business taking with me because I don't want it to be mine. Now, you have to become very, very good at energy work to avoid that, because when you do start taking on the energy of certain people, you'll realize that it affects many other different areas of your life. So your work, your relationship with your partner, your general energy levels, your appetite, it can affect so many different areas of your life. So just be very mindful that sometimes when you do feel a certain way, those just may not be your feelings. And to remedy that, you do things like spiritual baths, you do things like meditating, you do things like altar work, you do things like praying, you connect with your ancestors. There are many, many different things that you can do to cleanse your aura, to cleanse your energetic space, but just be very mindful and aware. It starts with the awareness that all of the energy that we feel sometimes may just not be our own. that is today's lesson in energy. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.